outcome of their loss against Shopify. We have a few pre-submitted questions. The first one is for Mimi from Ganesh at Strafe. He says, commiseration on the match loss. Sunset was pretty competitive, especially in the first half. What do you think you could have done better this game?
I could have aimed better, like in their faces, for example. I think that would have helped a lot. And I think that's basically actually it.
His second question is, the game between Team Liquid and Team SMG will decide your next opponent. Who would you want to face in the next game?
I rather want to play Liquid than SMG. Even though Liquid has the home crowd buff, I think that it will be a more comfortable match for us versus Liquid than SMG.
Now we have a question also from Mimi from Snare at Sportskira. Similar to the first question, he says Sunset was a close match for both teams until the second half. What do you think gave What do you think gave Shopify? I'm saying Spotify. Shopify that edge in the later half that helped them close out this series.
I really think it comes down to like small things as us not reacting fast enough or making the wrong reaction, and also again them just shooting harder. There was a lot of whiffing going on from, well, mainly my side I can speak of, which would have definitely helped us getting more rounds if I could just like get the kill as I was fighting someone, because they were rotating as I was shooting 45 bullets at one person that just refused to die. So yeah.
Now we have some questions from the room.
Hi, I'm Silksy from Game Arena. This question is for anyone who feels comfortable in answer. And after the series, how the team gonna work the confidence and the mental for the next games?
I don't think that in this team we ever got like a lack of confidence after a loss, because we used to talk about things and discuss in a team what happened and what we can do better for next time. So our main focus actually is to do better instead of like focusing, oh my god, we played so bad, oh my god, we didn't do our best and stuff. Like, it's nothing to do with our confidence actually, but we will try our best to play better next time.
Hello, I'm Thais from Mais Sports, and my question is for anyone who wants to ask. And did you feel did you feel that the tech pause has affected you?
The tech pause?
Yeah,
The technical pause?
yeah, it was too long. So
Oh, it was for us, so.
No, understand.
Oh, not your keyboard with water.
No, that was 2 minutes.
No, I don't think it affected us. I think I can speak for everyone else, honestly, but I think there were a lot of other things what was happening than the tech pause.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks. Now we have some questions from Zoom. Pedro Romero at Blix.
Hi guys, commiserations on the loss. I got a question for Petra. It's more so concerning your performance. Despite the loss, you finished, I believe, with the highest amount of kills and probably the highest rating. I'm not too sure on that, but still, doesn't take away the performance that you've done, specifically on the first map with the op racking around like 10 plus kills on that. Um, it was mentioned also a little bit in between the series, in between the maps, by the Shopify's coach Effie's, about how they didn't really expect to see you perform that well on the op, and so in line with your transition into the duelist role, how much of an improvement have you done on the op specifically in that department?
But I've been opping in Counter-Strike a lot actually, and I feel like this is making me feel very comfortable on the operator in Valorant. Of course, I had to get used to it a little bit because opping in Valorant is different. But yeah, I feel very comfortable on it, and the only thing I had to improve on was maybe taking the timings properly.
She's being very humble. She was the best female opera in Counter Strike. Okay, the offing is her playground. Okay.
Next, we have Arnab from The Spike.
Hi guys, commiseration of the loss. My question is for Coach Kakas. Do you think Shopify Rebellion's double initiator composition was bit overpowering to your double controller setup on Sunset?
Sorry, could you repeat the last part of the question?
Did you think that your double initiator composition was overpowering over Shopify's double controller setup? Oh, sorry, their double initiator on your double controller setup.
I really don't think that it has something to do with the composition. It just how we played it. Like we played literally against the same composition in scrims in EMEA, and it was just fine. Obviously, like maybe Shopify was just a better team a little bit, but it was a lot of our things what we did wrong. And on micro level, I would say, for example, yeah, as Mimi mentioned before, like not reacting on the calls or like the reactions was wrong. Also not properly trading each other and letting one sentinel like Noya to kill 2 or 3 people when we were going on site. This should never happen, and it doesn't matter what comp we are playing. It's FPS game, right? And it's also about shooting.
Thank you and all the best for the upcoming matches.
Pedro Romero again.
Yeah, got a question for Carcass. It's similar in a way to the previous question that was just asked, but involving about the team's mistakes throughout this series. I want to know how much of those mistakes that you've seen from your perspective come from like tactical wise, and how much of it does it come from just basically performance wise, if you can understand what I'm saying.
I can understand. I mean, on Ascent, I think it was both. Like our also like decisions were not right, but like also on micro level it was wrong a little bit. But on Sunset, especially on attack, when we were talking about attack, I don't think that we did that much of tactical mistakes, except of like maybe decide like having a mid-round reaction basically towards the wrong side, for example, or just going a little bit too fast. But most of the time when we went on site, it was like where there were like only 2 players playing, and I mean that's the goal, right? Like if they're playing 2 or 3 setup or whatever, you want to go where the least people are, and we went. But as I said before, like we just couldn't trade in many of those rounds. And on dev side, I mean I really think that it was also pretty fine, but we had an idea how to play against Breach, but we still got caught several times got surprised by them doing stuff that we've seen them doing versus EDG as well.
Okay, this is it for G2's press conference. Thank you so much. And
Thank
Shopify will
you.
join us shortly.